Okay. Hey guys. I haven't seen you in a really long time, and I know I've been promising for months that I was gonna do a video post, but I finally got some time to do it, and that's what I'm doing. So I actually have a list. I don't know if you can see it, but I have a list of things that I want to talk about. So the first thing on my list is an overall kind of description of what's been going on about my life. When I came back, I was depressed for about 2 weeks. I was just really like, but obviously you know what depression is, but not like a clinical like depressed. I need to go pop some pills depressed, but just like a overall general sadness. Okay, why is my I don't know why my eyebrows do that, but whatever. I guess when I'm like really serious, I kind of do this. I don't know why, but anyway. So sorry if I'm rambling too, but I have a habit of doing that. Anyways, so I was just really, 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 really sad. I did not want to be home. I wanted to be back in Thailand with Adam. I got back to my little room and I was just like, I'm better than this. My life can be so much better. I should be at a different place in my life. Now that I've kind of settled down and I've gotten used to going back to school and working at the same time, I am overall more happy than I was when I came back. I still feel like there's more things that I need to be doing and that I have a long ways to go before I get to where I really want to be at. But for now, I feel that the spot that I am in my life at this moment today is where I'm supposed to be. And I think that if it was more, then I probably wouldn't handle it. And I think if it was less, then I probably wouldn't handle it. So overall, I'm okay. I don't want to kill myself or whatever. Okay, school. School is awesome. As you guys know, I love school. I love being in school. I love being in class. I love everything about school. So, oh, those are my hands. I talk with my hands. But yeah, but I love school. So right now I'm applying to four-year universities, and for those who are not from the United States, just basically you have a choice if you're going directly from high school, or you can go if you go from high school directly to a four-year university, you get your BA. If you're someone like me who didn't take school seriously, we have this thing called community colleges, which my sociology professor said that the concept of community college is actually only in America, and I guess other countries around the world don't really have a community college. But we do, where it's kind of like a even playing field. Everyone has equal opportunities to go to school, and it's not as expensive as a four-year university. So that's where I'm at, and I want to transfer to a four-year university so I can get my BA in history. So I have to apply, and right now I'm doing a TAG application, which means transfer admission guarantee. As long as I have the right GPA, or the minimum GPA that they require, which is a 3.2, then I am able to, I'm guaranteed a spot. I'm not guaranteed a spot for my major, but since my major is history, it's competitive, but it's not as competitive as business or engineering, then pretty much um, if I have a GPA, I know I'm going to go to UC Santa Barbara. And then in November, I have to apply to UC's, which is University of California. I don't feel like explaining what that means. But November is when I apply to UC's, and I'm applying to, including Santa Barbara, I'm applying to three other UC's, and then I'm applying to Cal States too, and I'm applying to two Cal States. Yeah. So I'm going to be pretty much just busy filling out university applications, doing my personal statements. My personal statement is just basically telling whoever's going to read my application that I'm an overall badass girl, and they would be dumb not to accept me into their school. So that's that. I am graduating this semester too, so I'm filling out the application next week, and I'll graduate this semester with my AA Associate's Arts in History. And then since I have a gap from when I graduate to when I go to a 4 year next fall, I'm also going to do a AA in Ethnic Studies. And for those of my American friends who are all like, oh my goodness, what's the point of a degree? It's worthless, blah blah blah. The economy is so horrible. I've never been one of those people that were like, oh, if I get a degree, I'm gonna get a good job. Luckily, I'm going to be in a field where I'm pretty much guaranteed job security after my first 5 to 10 years. Um, but I've never been one of those people. I, I have so many interests, and I have so many interests in history, and ethnic studies is very fascinating to me. And I feel that my AA history is too broad, so I wanted to have a degree that's a little bit more specific. And obviously, when I go to the 4 year, or when I get my master's, or when I get my PhD, I'll be even more specific. But right now, I'm taking African American psychology, race and ethnicity in the United States, and yoga. Yeah, so I'm taking yoga, which is awesome, by the way. But those classes are mind blowing. I will one day maybe do a post, or even write a written post, or maybe a video post about those two classes. But I suggest to anyone who really wants to know how all the sociological aspects of our society, I really suggest you take a race and ethnicity class, because Americans, they like to assume that racism doesn't exist, or it does exist, but we like to assume that it's still not as prevalent as it was 40, 50 years ago, but it still is. So I mean, it is what it is. That's a society, but I don't believe in the whole naivete of it all. Um, and yeah, so that's going on with school. School's great. Let's see, Adam. Sorry, it's my alarm. But Adam and I are really, really good. It's In the beginning, it was really difficult for me, and I think for him too. But we have gotten into this rhythm where I pretty much talk to him twice a day, and he talks to me once a day because of the time difference. But I speak to him in the morning and at night, and um, and depending on what day he's on, I either speak to him at night or in the morning. But we're making it work, and I get all these comments from people about how it's so difficult, and oh, good luck, which they really don't mean good luck. They really mean like, oh, I'm waiting for the day when they break up and I can tell her I told you so. And my thing is kind of like, yeah, yeah, you see that? Can you see that? Can you see that? Can you see that? Yeah, basically, fuck you. Because, um, why would you want to wish that on someone? I like to consider myself a realist who's also optimistic. I know that it's going to be difficult, and it is difficult for Adam and I, but I think we've done a very good job of keeping on, of still having that intimacy between us, even though we're talking over Skype. And I think that definitely is a reflection of the foundation of our relationship. But it wasn't like we got together in 3 months and then he left. Like, we were together for a year, like a solid year, almost a year and a half, before he went away. He went and moved to Thailand. So we have a good foundation. I'm not saying that, oh, we're going to be together forever and I'm going to be married and have this baby. Number one, I hate kids. But number two, I don't know what might happen. All I know is at this point in my life, I am completely in love with him. He is still my best friend. He is still my lover. And that's all I gotta say about it. And if, God forbid, we do break up, then we were never meant to be. And that's all I can really say about that. So, um, that's it. Let's see. Traveling, well, I do want to go back to Thailand. I would love to go back before I go to the university. I don't know if that's going to be possible, and I'll tell you why later on in the post. But I would love to do that. And hopefully, if I ever do get back to Thailand, which I know I will, it just depends on when. I do want to visit Malaysia, and I do want to visit Singapore, and then my next big trip is Africa, and I'll tell you why. Basically, I'll tell you why in another post. It has to do with my African American psychology class. And Adam really wants to go to Africa too because he took anthropology and he gets it. Even though my boyfriend is, white, whatever, um, he gets me. He understands my place in society, and he understands what it means to be black. And I know that seems odd that he's a white person, but he gets it. And I think maybe it has to do with the fact that he's a redhead and he's like a bright red orange redhead. So he has to deal with the discrimination a little bit too. And maybe that's kind of why we stayed together for so long, because he has understanding from where I'm coming from. But he totally understands why I would want to go back to Africa, and he's totally supportive of that, and he totally wants to go with me. So I think that's pretty awesome. Let's see, therapy. I saw my therapist when I first came back. It was a really great conversation. I love her. I'm gonna see her next week, and then after that, I'm not gonna see her for a while because honestly, I just can't afford her at all. I just can't. I'll tell you why in a few minutes. But I feel like so far she's giving me the tools that I needed to help me so I can be the best version that I can be. And when I do, when I am able to afford her, then I will like continue to see her on a consistent basis. But I don't feel like my life is completely falling apart if I don't see her. It's not like that anymore, like it used to be. So maybe that's a good sign. Okay, so yeah. So as most of you guys do know that I did file for bankruptcy, but I couldn't wipe off all of my debt because I had a lot of tickets, and unfortunately, debt that you owe to the government, you cannot wipe off. Some people say, oh, you can do it. Yeah, good luck with that. You can't. So, and don't judge me, but including the tickets that I owe and all the cars that I had in the past, and my suspended driver's license, yes, long story, and the taxes that I owe the state of California, yes, long story. I owe probably, let me see, I owe about 24, and that includes the tickets and the taxes that I owe. And then I borrowed money from Adam, and I'm not going to tell you how much it is, but it was a lot. I borrowed money from him for my trip, and he did like help me pay for my plane ticket, and he paid for my health insurance and stuff, but I couldn't like borrow that money and not pay him back. He said that if he could afford to just, if he could have just afforded to not miss it, then I wouldn't have to pay him back, but he's not rich, so, and I don't mind paying him back. It makes me feel a lot better than him just paying for everything all the time. But, so if I include everything that I owe Adam, then I'm about, I would say about $3,900 in debt that I want to pay off before I get a car. So, that's the reason why, I forgot. Oh, that's basically, retarded, but that's basically like my debt. So, that's pretty much what I've kind of been dealing with. I was kind of had an issue because I didn't know if I wanted to hurry up and get a car or if I just wanted to pay off that debt off, but I'm kind of going to go in the spirit of my LJ friend Forrest. Hey Forrest! And just, the belief in paying off your debt, pay it all off, go broke, pay it all off, and, don't go in debt again, don't live above your means. And that's what I want to do. So, and the car that I do get, I'm not going to get a car, no, I'm going to pay for that car cash. And the only way I'm going to be able to do that is to get my financial aid, and that's another topic. I haven't gotten it yet. It's like 4 weeks into the semester, and I haven't gotten it. And one of my LJ friends, J'adore le fromage, she gets financial aid, so she hasn't even gotten hers yet. But I'm just kind of waiting on the government to give me my money. And once I'm able to do that, then I can start paying down my debt. But my goal is to pay off all of my debt by the end of this year, and then by next spring pay for a car cash, and then I'll have a car. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I think that's everything that I wanted to talk about. Yeah. So, oh, these are my glasses. Obviously these are my glasses because I'm wearing them, but these are my glasses that I got from Thailand. So I got these, and then I ended up getting contacts too, and altogether it cost me $150, and that was including the eye exam. So eye exam and my glasses, they're reflection proof. I'm probably saying it wrong. They're fog proof to or fog resistant and something else. So they're not like regular glasses, they're like special glasses. But yeah, but that's pretty much what's going on. Oh, and work. Maybe I should do another video post about that. But so much drama. Sorry, I disappeared, but my battery has been acting up for my laptop. But so much drama with that. And so I'm just really happy that, sorry, disappeared again. But I'm just really happy that I do have a job, but know that I need to eventually leave and do something that's in my field, or be around people that are a lot that are my age or close to my age, because I think the average age of my job is 21, and honestly, sometimes I want to smack those kids because they're so immature. They don't get it. They think that posting something on Twitter and then people are talking about it, it's like the world has ended. And I'm just like, really? So that's that. So hopefully I can update a lot more. I know I don't really do it a lot, but just the whole idea of sitting down and writing a long entry is just so daunting to me. So I'm gonna try to video post more and maybe do a little bit more writing more. But I do read your journals, and if I haven't commented in a while, what's wrong with my English today? If I haven't commented in a while, it doesn't mean that I'm not reading. It just means that I haven't thought of anything awesome to say. So yeah, that's it. So talk to you guys later.